everyone. Welcome to another episode of Weekly Crypto Market Update with me. I'm Gokce from Gokce. A lot of things happened since last week. We will go through all the news. As you know, yesterday we got the inflation data, CPI data. It came a little bit lower than expected. Markets liked that. Besides that, US is doing a lot of trade deals lately. We are going to go over them. So firstly, looking at the prices, currently we are at 103K price level. And we had a resistance on 104K and 105K. This is an important level we need to pass. And also on the support side, we have 102K level. As you can see, we have found a support from this level. Also, the liquidity heat map also proved these levels. As you can see, 102K is an important level for a lot of long positions to get liquidated. So it's an important price level to follow on the support side as well. But the market is looking good, and I think we are heading to higher levels. It's important to just hold on this level, and also we can see its effect on altcoins as well. Looking at the Bitcoin dominance chart, and there is a nice fall, and ETH has made a lot of price move lately, and also I'm seeing a lot of L1s and also meme coins going higher levels. So dominance is falling as well. So altcoins are going to go higher levels, as I believe. And what happened? Yesterday's news, actually starting from the last week, we have this US-China tariff deal. This was important, and it caused markets to rally. It came at the night, and in the morning, S&P opened at 3% higher. So what happened? As you remember, the tariff rates were very high. It was 145% for Chinese goods to United States, and it's lower to 30%. And also on the Chinese side, they have cut US imports from 125% to 10%. So markets like that, and we have seen a rally in S&P, Nasdaq, and Bitcoin as well, as we participated a little bit later, but Bitcoin price rallied along with them as well. Gold is falling with this news from the all-time high that it's made, as expected. And also we had a narrative of last month, actually. Is Bitcoin price is moving with gold or S&P? Is it a risky asset or is it a safe haven? And it's moving with the S&P, so it is a little bit on the risky asset side in that sense. So yesterday's news, other than China, Trump had a deal with Saudi, $600 billion worth of deal with Saudi, and markets like that as well. And S&P got higher with this news from yesterday. Also, as I mentioned, we got CPI yesterday. It's a little bit lower than expected. The expected was 2.4%. The realized is 2.3%. So the markets also like this news, and we have seen an upward reaction from the stock market. And this is good for the markets, as it will cause Fed to lower the rates in a sooner time frame. And markets are currently pricing the first rate cut at the end of July. But it might be as late as September, but still lower inflation rate is good for the risky markets. So Bitcoin benefited from this number. So there are some charts that I want to share, and with this news, by the way, U.S.-China deal. After that, the banks dropped their recession cost as they were expecting 70-80% recession in the United States. But with this deal, they have changed their narratives as well. So markets are or more on the positive side after all this. And Donald Trump have made some comments again. As you know, he wants Fed to cut the rates as soon as possible, and he says that no inflation and prices of gasoline, energy, groceries, and practically everything else are down. The Fed must lower the rates, like Europe and China. They have already started lowering the rates. And he says, what's wrong with too late Powell? Not fair to America. So he's expecting a rate cut, but Fed will decide, and they are in the wait and see mode, and probably we will see the first rate cut in around September, maybe in July. July might be a little bit too early. And another interview that he has given, he says that stock market is gonna go a lot higher. I hope you can hear this. As you remember, the last time he called it, like some months ago, he tweeted that it's a good time to buy stocks. So after 3 hours from that tweet, he announced that he had paused the tariffs for 90 days, and market really jumped. So this is important. Also, if you remember, during the tariff days, for when first they came out, he was saying that he's not looking at the S&P, he's not looking at the prices, he's not aware of it. And the more important thing was the liberation of United States and the tariffs. So it wasn't in his agenda. He was not talking about S&P. Right now, he is given like a trade idea that S&P is going to go higher and stock market is going to go higher. It's important take. It's a shift in his narrative actually. And looking at the altcoins, looking at it weekly, we had a very nice rally this week. And looking at them, mostly meme coins and L1s and DeFi coins have increased in the price, as you can see here. It was a nice week. And as I mentioned, the dominance is falling. I think more altcoins are going to increase during this time. And this is a chart of M2 global money liquidity. Global money supply, and you are seeing its comparison with Bitcoin price. So we are saying that there is no liquidity, so the market is not going up. So currently the situation is changing, and we are seeing this in the price as well. And they are going to lower the rates soon, and there is going to be a more liquidity in the market, and it's going to benefit Bitcoin price, as you can see from this chart here. So this is going to be a good time for crypto and all other risky assets. And looking at the volumes, you are seeing daily exchange volume, 7-day moving average here. The volumes are picking up. People are coming back to trade. But another chart that I want to show is that I think this is very important. You are seeing a change in Bitcoin ownership in this year, in this chart. Businesses, funds, and ETFs and governments are buying Bitcoin. Most of this is coming from MicroStrategy. I had to mention that, but everybody else other than retails are increasing their Bitcoin exposure. So this year, it looks like the retail has sold their Bitcoin, and the bigger hands, institutions, and funds and ETFs have purchased that. So this is also showing what smart money is doing with their money. So this is going to be a good year for crypto, Bitcoin, and altcoins altogether. And lastly, after talking about the institutions, this is from SEC to Dell. Dell wants to purchase Bitcoin, and SEC says that Dell can skip a shareholder voting, asking it to assess Bitcoin for its treasury. It's important as we are learning that Dell is looking at ways to purchase Bitcoin, one of the biggest companies, and SEC saying that you don't need shareholder votes for Bitcoin purchasing, as it is an ordinary business operation. So it is encouraging for other institutions too, and also we learned that Dell wants to purchase Bitcoin. And lastly, this was huge from a few days ago. Coinbase is going to be the first crypto-related company to be listed in S&P 500. It is nice as it's a good exposure, and if someone is trading S&P index, they are going to be having an exposure to crypto through Coinbase as well. This is huge. And Coinbase stock has increased 5% with this news in just a very short time period. Yeah, thank you for listening and hope to see you next week. Bye-bye.